When it comes to creating a life that feels whole, a life rooted in authenticity and courage, there are 4 areas that demand our attention: what we say, how we think, the energy we bring, and the way we manage our resources. These aren't separate threads, they're intricately connected. Mastering them is not about perfection, it's about awareness and intention. The words we choose to speak, whether to ourselves or others, have a profound impact on our lives. They are not just sounds or syllables. They are tools of connection, expressions of thought, and reflections of who we are. Speaking with intention means understanding that words can build or break, soothe or wound, inspire or discourage. It requires us to pause, reflect, and consider before we speak, ensuring that what we say aligns with our values and serves a constructive purpose. When we think about the power of words, it's easy to focus on the external, what we say to others. Conversations with friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers carry weight. A kind word can change someone's entire day, while a careless comment can leave scars that linger far beyond the moment. Speaking with intention means choosing empathy even in challenging situations. It means listening deeply, responding thoughtfully, and avoiding words spoken out of impulse or frustration. But the real challenge often lies in the internal dialogue, the words we speak to ourselves. These words shape our self-perception, influence our confidence, and determine how we show up in the world. How often do we tell ourselves we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough? How many times do we replay moments of failure instead of celebrating victories? Speaking with intention to ourselves means becoming mindful of these internal conversations. It's about recognizing negative self-talk and replacing it with affirmations rooted in truth and compassion. To speak with intention also means acknowledging that silence can sometimes be the most powerful response. Not every situation demands a comment, and not every thought needs to be verbalized. Silence can be a space for reflection, a moment to gather your thoughts, or an opportunity to hold space for someone else. It can convey respect, understanding, and strength in ways that words sometimes cannot. Heart. Intentional speaking also involves accountability. Words once spoken cannot be taken back. They have a lasting impact, and owning the responsibility of what we say is a crucial part of integrity. Apologizing when our words hurt someone, even unintentionally, is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that we value the relationship more than being right or defending our pride. Practicing intentional speech doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means striving for awareness. It means asking ourselves a few simple but transformative questions before we speak. Is this true? Is this kind? Is this necessary? These questions act as a filter, ensuring that our words contribute positively to the situation and reflect our best selves. Ultimately, speaking with intention is about building bridges, not walls. It's about using words to connect, inspire, and empower, rather than to divide or demean. It's a practice, not a destination, and one that requires consistent effort and self-reflection. But the rewards are profound: deeper relationships, greater self-respect, and a life that feels more aligned with who you truly are. Your words are your legacy. Speak them with care, courage, and intention. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, capable of shaping your reality, influencing your actions, and determining your path forward. However, the mind can also be a battleground filled with doubts, fears, and narratives that keep us stuck. Mastering your mind isn't about eliminating these challenges. It's about learning to navigate them with courage, self-awareness, and resilience. It's about choosing what serves your growth over what feels safe or familiar. At its core, mastering your mind begins with understanding the stories you tell yourself. These stories are often shaped by past experiences, societal expectations, or internalized fears. They can whisper, "You're not good enough," "You'll fail if you try," or "Stay in your comfort zone, it's safer there." But comfort zones, while familiar, are not where growth happens. Courage invites us to step outside of these mental confines and challenge the narratives that hold us back. One of the most powerful tools for mastering your mind is self-awareness. It starts with recognizing the thoughts and beliefs that dominate your inner dialogue. Are they rooted in truth or fear? Are they serving your goals or are they limiting your potential? Awareness allows you to separate yourself from your thoughts, to see them for what they are, temporary and malleable. When you realize that you are not your thoughts but the observer of them, you gain the power to choose a different perspective. Choosing courage over comfort also means embracing discomfort as part of the process. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, facing fears, and taking risks. It's not about pretending fear doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging it and moving forward anyway. Courage doesn't mean you're unafraid. It means you're willing to act despite your fear. It's the small, consistent choices to lean into challenges rather than avoid them that build mental strength over time. Another essential aspect of mastering your mind is practicing self-compassion. When we face setbacks or failures, our inner critic can become loud and relentless. But beating yourself up doesn't lead to growth, it leads to paralysis. Self-compassion allows you to treat yourself with kindness in moments of difficulty, to learn from your mistakes without letting them define you. It's about giving yourself permission to be imperfect while continuing to strive for improvement. Mindfulness is another key practice in mastering your mind. It teaches you to stay present, to observe your thoughts without judgment, and to ground yourself in the here and now. When your mind races with anxiety about the future or regrets about the past, mindfulness anchors you in the present moment, where you have the power to act and choose. Ultimately, mastering your mind is about aligning your thoughts with your values and goals. It's about consciously directing your mental energy toward what matters most. When you choose courage over comfort, you're not just reshaping your mindset, you're reshaping your life. You're stepping into a version of yourself that is braver, wiser, and more aligned with your truest potential. The path isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Mood is more than a fleeting emotion. It's the energy you bring into every interaction and experience. It influences your thoughts, shapes your decisions, and impacts the people around you. While moods can be affected by external circumstances, they are ultimately within your control. Mastering your mood means recognizing its power, understanding its roots, and consciously cultivating a state of being that aligns with your values and intentions. Think of your mood as the climate you create. Just as the weather can influence the environment, your mood sets the tone for your day and the spaces you occupy. A positive, calm, or focused mood can foster connection, creativity, and collaboration. On the other hand, unchecked frustration, stress, or negativity can create tension, hinder productivity, and strain relationships. The question is, are you letting circumstances dictate your mood, or are you actively choosing how you want to show up? The first step in mastering your mood is awareness. Pay attention to how you feel and the factors contributing to those emotions. Is your irritation a response to something external, like a missed deadline or traffic jam, or is it rooted in internal stress or unmet needs? Identifying the source of your mood helps you address it more effectively rather than letting it control you. Once you've recognized your mood, the next step is to regulate it. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending to feel something you don't. It means managing your response in a way that serves you and others. For example, when anger arises, instead of snapping at someone or bottling it up, you might take a few deep breaths, step away from the situation, and return to it with a clearer perspective. Emotional regulation is a skill that takes practice, but it's one of the most powerful tools for maintaining a balanced mood. It's also important to cultivate habits that support a positive and resilient emotional state. Physical activity, mindfulness practices, gratitude journaling, and quality sleep are all proven ways to boost your mood and enhance emotional well-being. These small daily actions may seem insignificant, but over time, they build a foundation of emotional stability that helps you weather life's challenges with greater ease. Equally vital is understanding the ripple effect of your mood on others. Your energy is contagious. When you're calm, centered, and optimistic, you create an environment where others feel safe, inspired, and valued. Conversely, when your mood is dominated by negativity or stress, it can spread like wildfire, impacting team dynamics, relationships, and overall morale. Mastering your mood means recognizing this influence and taking responsibility for the emotional climate you contribute to any situation. Finally, give yourself grace. Everyone experiences moments of emotional turbulence, and perfection is not the goal. The goal is progress, choosing again and again to respond to life's ups and downs with intention and integrity. Your mood is not just about how you feel, it's about how you choose to engage with the world. When you take ownership of your emotional state, you not only improve your own quality of life, but also create a more positive and empowering environment for those around you. That's the power of mastering your mood. Money is one of the most powerful tools in our lives, yet it is often misunderstood and misused. It is not inherently good or bad. It simply reflects the intentions of the person who wields it. While money can be a means to achieve freedom, security, and opportunity, it should never be mistaken as a measure of personal worth. Mastering your relationship with money begins with seeing it for what it is, a resource to be managed intentionally, not a symbol of your identity. The first step in reframing your relationship with money is to understand its purpose in your life. What do you truly value? What kind of life do you want to create? Money, when aligned with your values, becomes a tool to support those goals rather than an end in itself. Whether it's funding your education, providing for your family, contributing to causes you care about, or creating memorable experiences, money should be a means to amplify what matters most to you. However, many of us fall into the trap of associating our self-worth with the size of our bank account. Society often equates success with financial wealth, leading us to chase numbers rather than meaning. This mindset can result in endless comparisons, feelings of inadequacy, or a constant hunger for more, even when we already have enough. Breaking free from this cycle requires a shift in perspective. Your worth is inherent, independent of your financial status. You are valuable not because of what you have, but because of who you are. To master money, you must also develop financial literacy and responsibility. Budgeting, saving, and investing are essential skills, not just for achieving financial security, but for reducing the stress and anxiety that often accompany money matters. Understanding where your money goes and how it can grow gives you a sense of control and empowerment. It allows you to make decisions that align with your priorities rather than reacting impulsively or out of fear. Another critical aspect of a healthy relationship with money is generosity. When used to uplift others, money becomes a force for good. Giving to causes you believe in, supporting someone in need, or simply offering a helping hand can create ripple effects far beyond what you might imagine. Generosity shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, reinforcing the idea that money is not something to hoard, but a resource to share and circulate for collective benefit. It's also important to recognize that money, while valuable, cannot buy happiness or fulfillment. True contentment comes from meaningful relationships, personal growth, and contributing to something larger than yourself. Money can enhance these experiences, but it cannot replace them. Finally, mastering your relationship with money means learning to detach from the fear of scarcity. When you operate from a mindset of abundance, believing there is enough for you and others, you make decisions rooted in trust and optimism rather than fear and greed. Money is not the goal, it's a tool. Use it wisely, align it with your values, and let it serve as a reflection of the life you want to live, not as a measure of who you are. Mastering the 4 pillars, your mouth, mind, mood, and money, is not about perfection, it's about intention. Each of these elements holds the power to shape your life and influence the world around you. When you speak with care and purpose, you build connections and foster understanding. When you master your mind, you choose courage over fear and create space for growth. When you manage your mood, you create a positive climate for yourself and others. And when you align your money with your values, you transform it from a source of stress into a tool for fulfillment. Together, these pillars form the foundation of a life lived with authenticity, courage, and purpose. They remind us that we are not powerless in the face of circumstances. We are the architects of our lives. The journey may not always be easy, but every step you take with awareness and intention is a step toward becoming the best version of yourself. You hold the power to create, shape, and transform. Choose to use it wisely and watch how it changes not only your life, but the lives of those around you. That's the magic of living with purpose and intention. It doesn't just impact you, it inspires everyone you touch.